Watch this. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. I want y'all to read along so you know I'm not lying to you.
Malachi chapter 3 and verse 8. Will a man rob God?
This is the verse the Pope also twisted. Will a man rob God?
Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee?
Wherein have we robbed thee?
In tithes and offerings.
In tithes and offerings. Go ahead.
Ye are cursed with a curse.
You are cursed with a curse.
For ye have robbed me.
You have robbed me.
Even this whole nation.
Even this whole nation. He's talking to the Israelites. Go ahead, watch what he says.
Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse.
Bring you all the tithes into the storehouse. That's what we read in Deuteronomy 14. Go ahead.
That there may be meat in mine house.
That there may be food in mine house. The food was for who? The Levites, the orphans, the widows, and the strangers. Go ahead.
That there may be meat in mine house.
That there may be food in my house.
And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it.
What is the windows of heaven? He said he will open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing. What is that talking about? I'm going to show you. Hold that. Give me Genesis 7, verse 11. What does the Bible mean when it says he will open the windows of heaven? Genesis 7, verse 11.
Genesis chapter 7 and verse 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life.
So it's talking about the time of Noah.
In the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up.
All the fountains of the ocean were broken up.
And the windows of heaven were opened.
And the windows of heaven were opened.
And the rain.
And the rain
was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
So when the Bible says he will open up the windows of heaven for a blessing unto you, it's talking about rain. Go back to Malachi and read that verse again.
Malachi chapter 3 and verse 10. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that they may be meat for mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven.
The windows of heaven is rain.
And pour you out a blessing.
And pour you out a blessing. Read.
That there shall not be room enough to receive it.
Why? Because your crops will increase. Your herds will increase.
And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes.
God said, I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes. What is the devourer? Locusts, caterpillars. Those are things that destroy your crops. Go ahead.
And he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground.
And he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground.
Neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts.
Neither shall your vine, your olive vines, your wine vines, cast its fruit before the time. So the blessings of heaven was rain upon your crops. For what? For your animals to increase. So amongst all of that, you gave 10% of your oil, your wine, your crops, your animals to the Levites every 3 years. For what? For the Levites, the strangers, the orphans, and the widows. The Pope twisted the scriptures and said, tax them with their money. Tax them. Call it tithing. It's a tax. It's a financial tax. And you grow old and poor and broke